A look at our early standings with half the field done in barrels. As expected, three-time world champion Haley Kinsel out in front, 13.492. Well, coming up, Britta Strain is a fighter. She has been through a lot in the last few years, but through it all, she hasn't lost her drive or her sense of fun.
My dad is from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and then my mom's from Minnesota, and neither of them do rodeo, so I'm totally an oddball in the family with that. I got into this probably when I was around 12, but goat got loose on our property. I brought it back to the people who owned it. I'd always liked horses, but the lady had offered riding lessons, so I started doing them. So I'm currently at Texas A&M. I'm studying animal science with a minor in biomedical sciences, and then I'll be doing a study abroad this summer, so I'll get to give my horses a break, and then I'll be a senior in the fall. In June of 2020, I broke my back, lacerated my liver, my right elbow, my right thumb, cracked some ribs, and fractured my skull. The driver of our vehicle fell asleep at the wheel and went off of I-20. There were 3 of us in the vehicle and 2 of us were life-flighted. Now, I was in ICU for like 8 days, and then I was not rodeoing for about 10 months. So it's taken a while to get back into it, but the WCRA stuff actually was the first place I broke since my accident. The barrels is fun for me because I can work on it day in and day out, and how much work I put in is really what it comes out to be in the arena. But the fun quickness of the breakaway is super exhilarating.
That is a brief glimpse of what makes Britta Strain tick. She is getting ready for her run in barrels. We'll also be competing in the breakaway roping competition later. If you're just joining us live here on CBS Sports Network, let's update you. We've just begun the 2022 Women's Rodeo World Championship. 5 runs have taken place in barrel racing. 3-time world champion Haley Kinsel, the top run so far, 13.492. She is the standard. Kate, let's go back to Britta Strain, though. That feature highlighted, she does not come from a typical rodeo background.
She doesn't, and her resilience even to get to this point, guys. And what's great about it, she actually started roping. She started goat tying, started roping, made her way into barrel racing, has been so successful. Oh, man, you saw her just try to put her hand down to pull up that barrel. Her horse, Golden Cloud here. Not the typical run you see from Golden Cloud and Strain.
No, that is definitely not what we'd have come to expect when Britta Strain is out on the dirt. And Ty, just, you know, right? Sometimes mistakes happen.
Well, it's such a fine line these girls are trying to ride, Craig. And, you know, the shortest distance from point A to point B is the closer you get to those barrels. So they're really trying to ride that line.